The last ticket. Hey, I've got a story for you today that's a little magical in a way that only life can be. One of those unexpected twists that reminds you how sometimes the universe has a funny way of showing up at just the right time. This story starts with a guy named Ben. He wasn't anything extraordinary, just an ordinary guy with a full-time job and a small group of friends. He didn't really believe in fate or any of those big cosmic ideas. He was a practical man, lived day by day, and never really thought too much about how the pieces of life fit together. One Friday evening, Ben found himself sitting on his couch, scrolling through his phone, when he came across an ad for a concert. It was a band he used to love back in the day, one of those bands that brought back memories of his college years. But of course, the concert was sold out. They always sold out quickly, and he figured it was just another one of those could-have-been moments. Still, something inside him stirred. Maybe it was nostalgia, or just the urge to do something different for once. He decided, what the heck, why not try to get a ticket? So, he clicked the link to the official ticket site, and to his surprise, there it was. A single ticket available in the very back row. It wasn't ideal, but it was a ticket. A chance. Ben bought it without thinking too much and promised himself he would enjoy it even if he was alone. Fast forward to the night of the concert. He's at the venue, standing outside, the energy of the crowd palpable. It's a chilly evening and people are chatting and laughing, eager to get inside. Ben's by himself, feeling a bit out of place, but excited all the same. He finds his seat in the back row, a little high up, but still with a perfect view of the stage. Then, as the lights start to dim and the crowd quiets, something completely unexpected happens. A woman, looking slightly lost, walks into the row where Ben is sitting. She's scanning the tickets, clearly looking for her seat. Ben stands up to let her pass, and that's when their eyes meet. I think I'm in your seat, she says, a little awkwardly. Lutra? Ben looks at the ticket in her hand and then down at his own. It turns out she has the exact same seat, and she's holding the same row and seat number as him. After a brief moment of confusion, they both laugh. Well, I guess we'll just have to share, he says. They end up chatting for a few minutes, both a little embarrassed by the mix-up, and it turns out they have more in common than they expected. They're both fans of the same old-school music, they both like to travel, and they even have a mutual friend from years ago. The more they talk, the more they realize how many weird little connections they share. The concert begins, and they end up enjoying it together. They sing along, laugh at the odd moments, and share their favorite songs with each other. By the time the show ends, it's clear that their little seat mix-up wasn't a coincidence. It was the start of something unexpected. Before they part ways, they exchange phone numbers, and that's when Ben realizes something else. He was planning on going to the concert alone, but what if it wasn't the concert he was supposed to attend? What if it was the moment he was meant to meet someone who would become an important part of his life? As the weeks go on, Ben and the woman, her name's Sarah, stay in touch. They start going to other events together, grabbing coffee, and learning more about each other. And slowly it becomes clear. That single random ticket, the one that seemed so insignificant at first, led to something deeper. Years later, Ben would tell this story to anyone who asked how he met Sarah, and he always ends it the same way. You know, I think sometimes we get so caught up in the idea that we have to plan everything perfectly that we forget to let life surprise us. That night, I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't looking for a connection, but I got one. And now, looking back, it's one of the best things that ever happened to me. And every time he tells this story, it reminds me of something, that maybe, just maybe, life has a funny way of slipping little miracles into our lives when we least expect them. Isn't it amazing how something as simple as a single ticket, a moment of serendipity, can change the course of everything? It's like a reminder that sometimes the best parts of life aren't planned at all. They just happen. And all you have to do is be open to them. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the novel and how it resonated with you. Let's continue the conversation. Stay tuned for more episodes where we explore the world of literature and the lessons it teaches us. Until next time, keep unfolding the stories that matter.